Okay, if you're looking at estimating square roots, we know that they are not perfect squares. So what we need to do is flip back to page 11, and I want you to look at your perfect square foldable. If you look at number 1, it says approximate square root of 18 to the nearest tenth. Plot square root of 18 on a number line. So what I've done is I've provided you with a number line already created. But let's first look at what two perfect squares square root of 18 falls between. So here I have square root of 18, and then I look here on my perfect square foldable, and I can clearly see that the square root of 16 and square root of 25 fall between 18. So I'm going to write here that I have the square root of 16 and the square root of 25. Okay? What is the square root of 16? The square root of 16, again, if I look here, it is 4. And the square root of 25 is 5. So I need to create a number line that falls between the number 4 and 5. So if you see here, what we've done is we created a number line between 4 and 5. The center is 4.5. When you look here, I know that square root of 16 is 4, which is a perfect square. Square root of 25 is 5. And then we've listed out everything between square root of 16 to square root of 25. Now what you can do is you're going to estimate, or I say guesstimate, about what could the answer be. So we're going to go about here is 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 4.4. So if I look at it, my guesstimate for the square root of 18, rounding to the nearest tenth, is 4.2. All right, let's go to the next one. I want you to look at number 2. It says the square root of 30. So now again, I'm going to look in my foldable and see about where does the square root of 30 fall between. So I'm writing my square root of 30. I know he's not a perfect square. So I can see that 30 falls between square root of 25 and square root of 36. Square root of 25 and square root of 36. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36 is 6. Now I'm going to create a number line, again, between the numbers 5 and 6. So if you see here, I have my number line. I'm looking between the numbers 5 and 6. And I've listed all the square roots between 25 and 36. Once I do that, I'm going to start numbering out my decimals to the nearest tenth. So I have 5, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4. So I could approximately say that possibly the square root of 30 might fall between 5.4, all right, and 5.5. Again, this is our approximation or a guesstimate, okay? So I'm going to say it's about 5.4 or 5.5. Oops, Miss might have wrote the wrong answer, 5.5, okay? All right, let's try one more. I'm going to do the next one. It says approximate the square root of 5 to the nearest tenth. Plot square root of 5 on a number line. So if I go back to my blue foldable, the square root of 5 falls between 4 and 9. So I know that the square root of 5 falls between this perfect square of 4 and the perfect square of 9. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. So I know the square root of 5 cannot be 2, it cannot be 3, but it's going to be close to probably square root of 4 because 4 and 5 are closer together. Again, you're going to go to that number line and we're going to say he could be about, and if I list my numbers like so, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, I'm going to say approximately he's about 2.2, okay? So I'm going to write that here, 2.2. Again, this is approximation, our guesstimate. I would like you to try 4 through 8 on your own. Plot them on the number lines provided. Then you'll glue this into your foldable on pages 12 and 13.